Hey guys, thanks for watching and Merry Christmas. This week I wanted to talk to you all about some problems I've encountered since setting up my online t-shirt store. So I thought if I highlight these problems and sort of talk about how I plan on solving them, anyone that's watching this who is also thinking of making a t-shirt store themselves can learn from my mistakes and avoid them when they come around to doing it. So let's jump in. So the first problem that I encountered that I didn't expect, or I just hadn't prepared for before making my store, is customs charges. So if you're making an online t-shirt store that ships internationally, when you ship to a foreign country, that country may decide to add a customs charge onto the top of the original cost that your customer has paid for that product. So this has affected me in a very specific way. So I explained in an earlier video that through circumstances that I hadn't expected, I have been forced to really focus on selling to a UK audience. The problem is my t-shirt dropshipper, so the print-on-demand service that I use to make my t-shirts and send those t-shirts to my customers, they're based in America. So when my customers come onto my store, they order a product, £19.99 or £15.99. They pay that. I then pay my t-shirt supplier in America. They make the t-shirt and post that t-shirt to my customer in the UK. When those t-shirts were arriving in the UK and arriving to my customers' doors, they were being met with an additional customs charge that they had to pay the Royal Mail, so the postal service, in order to receive that product. Now this isn't something I had planned for or expected when I first made this t-shirt store, so I hadn't mentioned it on my website. And it only became apparent to me after a few orders that some people were getting charged like £9–10 custom charge on top of the $19.99 they were paying for the t-shirt. So this is something that really threw a spanner in the works and obviously makes your product less appealing to customers. So the way I covered my back first and foremost is I added a disclaimer to my frequently asked questions section of the t-shirt store saying that our products are made in America, and depending where you are in the world, you may have an additional customs charge added to your price when the product is delivered to your door. And I basically removed any liability from me or responsibility for me to cover that charge. And I said, if you don't pay this custom charges, then the Royal Mail may refuse to deliver the product to you and return them to Smile Merch, which is the name of my online store. And I said, in this instance, we hold no responsibility in resending the package to you. And I actually found that from a similar t-shirt store online that I found were shipping from America and shipping internationally. That was the disclaimer they put on their site, and I literally took that, reworded it to suit the tone of my website, and used it on my site straight away to cover my back for these customs charges that maybe occurred. Long-term solution. As I am primarily going to be focusing on selling in the UK moving forwards, I think I'm just going to try and find a UK supplier, like a UK t-shirt manufacturer and dropshipper that I can switch to. I'm currently using Printful that are based in America, and that would be amazing if I was shipping to an American or Canadian audience. But I think if I'm going to be focusing on selling to a UK audience, I need to find a UK supplier so there's not going to be any customs charges occurred when I ship to my UK audience. So that's the first problem, customs. Make sure to be clued up on how it all works and cover your back if it is going to be a problem for you. So the second problem with a print-on-demand t-shirt service is returns policy. So every time a customer orders a t-shirt from my site, I am actually ordering that t-shirt to be printed and to be posted to that customer on their behalf. I'm ordering my dropshipping company to do that. So I'm actually paying up front every time I get an order out of my pocket, and it's only later that I get the money from the customer to cover my expenses. So if I'm paying up front for a t-shirt to be printed, that gets delivered to the customer and they decide they don't like the design and they want a refund, I'm effectively going to lose all the money that I've spent for that t-shirt to be printed and posted to the customer, which isn't a very sound business model. So the way I've dealt with this is in my returns policy, I've explicitly stated that any orders of t-shirt designs are final. That I won't be doing any returns based on the customer's dislike for a design once they receive it. You know, they need to take responsibility and decide that they like the design when they make the order. After they've made the order, it's out of my hands. You know, they've made that decision. The only instance where I will do a refund for a t-shirt is if a product arrives at the customer's doorstep and it's faulty. You know, I can't build a brand or have a t-shirt store that's delivering faulty products and then just ignoring that customer's complaints. So in that instance of a faulty product, I'm more than happy to put my money in my pocket, pay for any costs that customer has incurred, or offer to send them a replacement t-shirt. But I won't do refunds purely on the circumstance that the customer doesn't like the design after they've seen the design and ordered it. That model just doesn't work with a dropshipping t-shirt business. Also, as you guys all know, I am a backpacker. I'm currently traveling around the world, so I've got no fixed address. So I can't build a returns policy that is built around the customer sending me the product for me to examine it, decide whether it's faulty or not, and then send them the money back. So the way I've dealt with having no fixed address is in my returns policy, I built in that the customer needs to email me with a picture of the product, a picture of the receipt and the original packaging. And if I receive those pictures in an email from that customer and I can see from the pictures clearly that the product is faulty, I'll send them a refund straight away, either to their PayPal account that they've bought the product with, or to a bank account that they send me and they want me to send the money into. So yeah, just to reiterate, happy to do a refund if a product is faulty, but I won't do any swaps or refund any money purely based on the fact that the customer doesn't like the product. Cool, so I've already made 2 previous videos talking about copyright issues I've had and ways I have to deal with that problem, work around that, and also on marketing setbacks. So Facebook advertising, for instance, not being very cost effective and in some instances losing me quite a bit of money. So I'm not going to go back into those problems, but just be aware that there's potential issues with the cost of marketing and also copyright infringement. You can go back and watch my videos on those if you want to. I'll put a link in the description below, and there should be cards popping up on the top of the screen around now. You can click on to watch those videos. But just to summarize the video, be careful of customs charges, have a well thought out returns policy, make sure you're not violating copyright infringement, and also find marketing channels that work for you, because not all marketing channels are going to have a positive return on investment. Facebook advertising for one, up until now, I've only seen very limited success, and for the majority of my campaigns, I've lost money. So make sure you're clued up on how you're going to market your t-shirt store as well. Great. So as I mentioned last week, my t-shirt store is kind of in limbo at the moment. Just started a new job, so I'm waiting for payday to experiment with a few different marketing approaches. And also, I'm in the new routine now. I've just moved to a snow resort and I'm needing to build a routine and find time to actually sit back, make some designs and decide on what my new approach is going to be. So keep tuned to my following videos. I'm going to be deciding on a niche and really looking to build a more long-term brand rather than chasing shiny things and looking for quick cash. So that's something I'm going to be exploring in the future. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, starting up already, make sure you do. It's all built around me exploring online business ideas. I started this 8 months ago as a complete rookie, and I'm learning all the time. Anything I learn about online business or any ideas I'm exploring, I share with you guys. Any successes I achieve, I let you guys know about, and I break down how I achieve that success. And any mistakes I make, I also share and just try and help you guys avoid any mistakes that I make. So if that sounds interesting and you want to explore online business ideas with me, make sure to subscribe to the channel Starting Up. I release a video every Thursday, and yeah, as I sign off every week, between now and next Thursday, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.